Good day everyone, we are the reporter of Grow 4 and our topic is about visual media photography. So, as our introduction of our report is visual media photography captures memories and lead us to the present as we explore the world around us. So, ibig sabihin is makakakuha tayo ng memories through photograph at yun yung patnubay natin or gabay na to be present when we explore the world. So, di ba kung pupunta tayo sa puntahan natin, ay nakapunta na pala ako doon, ganito yung place doon, ganito yung pagkain doon, di ba ganon yung mga nakaka-capture nating memory. Kailangan natin, gusto nating i-save or itago yung mga moment na yon na napuntahan natin na lugar. Next is visual media photography activities. So, ang visual media provides photography for professional portraits as well as images for marketing and for promotional activities including special events, educational and training program. Diba, example, events like wedding, anniversary, graduation, childhood memory, at yung history and travel the world, marami pang iba na through visual media photography is yung mga activity na yon na at that time, kung may camera tayo o klaseng camera, pag kinuhanan natin ng picture, yung mga activities na yon is, di ba, napakaganda ng feeling na may memory tayong naiiwan doon, na ma-remember natin yung masasayang moment natin. Yung history natin is, yung past history natin is nakikita natin yung mga kapwa nating Pilipino, ano ba yung kalagayan noon, yung sakripisyo, so na-preserve yun through visual media photography. So, educational and training program. So, ang ibig sabihin is, at every situation, to show the working and learning environment. Example, yung mga courses na Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography programs, sila yung may generally focused on hands-on instruction in the technical and creative aspects of. So next is, photographs play an important role in everyone's life. Yes, totoo yan. Napakalaki ng ginagampanan ng photographs sa buhay natin kasi number one, it's about visual memory. Example, ma-recall mo yung grandpa mo passed away few months ago. And that's when I found that photo, makikita natin sa, syempre yung memory niya, parang di ba, example, makita natin yun, nandun pa rin, present pa rin, parang kasama pa rin natin siya. Another is, they connect us to our past. Yes, that's photographs are tangible, linked to the past, to their lost childhood. Diba, example lang, makukonek tayo sa past natin, yung parang childhood memory natin, na makikita natin yung naliligo tayo sa ulan. So, and another is they remind us of people, places, feelings, and stories. Through the help of camera, yung nakaka-capture natin every moment sa image. Marami tayong nararamdaman, feelings na nabubuo sa utak natin, na kahit pupunta lang tayo ng Lake Cebu example, or napunta tayo ng Cebu, Manila, diba? I-ano talaga natin yan, ipicturean talaga natin yan, tapos isisid natin sa phone, sa gallery, ipopost pa nga natin sa Facebook. Then yung next is they can help us to know who we are. Makunan mo ng picture through camera. At next, it captures a moment in time. So those moments is unforgettable. Yung buhay natin dito sa mundo. Iba-iba kasing sitwasyon yan. Bakit tayo kumukuha ng image? Maraming rason, masaya man yan, malungkot man yan, history man yan, gusto nating buhay na buhay pa rin hanggang ngayon. So, next is, this is the photos of important moment, event, feelings, history, travel that capture on the camera. So this is wedding day. Tapos, example, mag-anniversary na sila. Di ba, i-capture naman yun magka-capture naman tayo ng image or then yung childhood memory natin. Dapat kailangan din natin ma-preserve or ma-save yun. Kahit photos of important moment natin, yung feelings, yung emotional day natin. Diba, kahit lumuluha tayo, kahit isa tayo gusto natin kunan yung picture natin. Then history photos, yung sumakot na sa atin noon, yung mga Amerikano, Hapon, yung mga history through photography, yun nakukuhanan ng image through the use of camera. Tapos yung travel photos, nung nakapunta tayo ng Hong Kong, Singapore, at iba pang bansa, iba-ibang lugar sa atin sa Pilipinas, diba, napakalaking achievements na yun na may photos na makapture natin. So, next is, here are 8 reasons why photography is important. So, may 8 rason bakit ang photography is napakahalaga. Number 1, is photos represent what's important. Po sa phone natin, is sa galleries at home natin, have images that are important to us. Ma-freeze yung mga memory natin. And number 2 is history through images. They help us understand and teach us history. People connect with images and it shows how life was before. And number 3 is photos are stories. There is a story behind every images. By looking at a picture, you can conclude many things. So next is For reason, you feel emotions is but the emotions we are expressed in the photo. Expression na nasasabi sa mga naglilipa ng mga images na nakikita natin. And number 6 is photography inspires us. Example, inspire you to travel, enjoy life, and celebrate the moments of the little things in life. And number 7 is builds connection. You can meet a lot of people and build relationships with friends and family. Last is, photography doesn't judge. Regardless of what age, gender, race, you can take picture. Lahat tayo, pwede tayong kumuha ng image na iniingatan sa buhay. We must thankful sa visual media photography for the incredible job that you did on us. That's all my report and discussion, and the next reporter is continue and discuss to deep understand and the definition of photography. Thank you and God bless.
I am Mary Grace Enfield. So today I am going to discuss the part of visual media, which is photography. So what is photography? Photography is the process of recording an image, a photograph on light-sensitive film, or in the case of digital photography, via a digital electronic or magnetic memory. So photography is the art or practice of occupation of taking pictures with a camera, the art or process of capturing images either on light sensitive film or electronically and digital form, from which viable pictures can be produced. So activity of someone who uses a camera, we have a different uses when we are going to capture anything. We use different digital captures like DSLR, camera, and others. So that's all, and thank you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Flores. My report is all about how to select a good camera. Why we need to understand our camera. Choosing a new camera used to be so easy. With limited selection, your decision usually just revolved around price. Nowadays, there are hundreds of models to choose from, and to make matters even more confusing, your smartphone already takes pretty good photos. Understanding your camera. Whether you purchase a DSLR, a mirrorless model, or an advanced point and shoot camera, you're making a serious investment in your outdoor photography. And once you have your camera, you want to know all the way cool things your new toy can do and how to make it to do those things. The things that help you understand your camera. Number 1, exposure settings. The camera has 3 ways to control exposure, and depending on your exposure mode, you might have to set or at least check 1, 2, or all of 3 of them. First is ISO, the light sensitivity you set for your camera. Second, aperture, how wide or narrow you make the lens opening. Third, shutter speed, the speed you set for the shutter to open and close. The importance of knowing your camera. Your camera is simply a tool you use to create the photograph you have in your mind. Like any tool, you will get the best result out of it when you know how to use it like an extension of your hand. Knowing your camera also helps you not to be afraid of it, and confidence is a huge key in the outcome of your photos.
Hello, good day, welcome. Kajal Marie P. Francisco reporting about cell phones and smartphones. These are the image of cell phones and smartphones. On the left side are the cell phones and on the right side are the smartphones. Now let's define cell phone and smartphone. A mobile phone, cellular phone, cell phone, and hand phone, sometimes shortened to simply mobile cell or just phone, is a portable telephone that can make and receive calls over a radio frequency link while the user is moving within a telephone service area. Smartphone must connect with a service provider. It also makes use of the digital radio technology used by most mobile phones. A smartphone is capable of handling the amount of information. Most smartphones connect to a virtual store with thousands of apps that turn the phone into something much smarter than a regular cell phone. As we all know, nowadays, teenagers are using smartphones because it helps us to search what we need and we can use it on our online class. Now let's define the similarities and differences of cell phone and smartphones. Cell phones and smartphones are both mobile devices that can use to make calls and texts and also can receive messages and calls. In general, a smartphone is a mobile computer with a phone function added, while a cell phone is just a phone with nowadays maybe some more functionality but with the main focus on phone services.
Point-and-shot camera. Point-and-shot camera, also known as a compact camera and sometimes abbreviated to PNS, is a still camera designed primarily for simple operation. This is the point-and-shot camera. Point-and-shot camera is most used focus-free lenses or autofocus for focusing, automatic systems for setting the exposure options, and have flash units built in. Point-and-shot camera, when you are using a camera to capture all the events or all the happenings that happen in your life, you can use the focus buttons to focus to the person that you are exposing with, and also if the events or if the happenings is dark, you can use the flash button of the camera to clearly see the events or the person you are capturing with. And also, you cannot edit the picture in point-and-shot camera because point-and-shot camera is only used for capturing all the moments. And also, point-and-shot camera is affordable, not unlike the DSLR because DSLR is very expensive camera. Point-and-shot camera is affordable to those people who want to buy a camera to capture all the happenings that happened in their life. And also, point-and-shot camera are popular for vernacular photography by people who do not consider themselves as a photographers, but they want a easy camera to use for snapshots of the happenings or all the events, like for example vacation, parties, reunions, and other events that they want to use a camera to capture the moments. Next is the parts of point-and-shot camera. At the back of camera, these are the parts of point-and-shot camera, which is the shutter release, microphone, focus assist light, optical viewfinder, control buttons, electronic flash, shooting mode dial, battery compartment, docking port, tripod socket, lens cover, and last is zoom lens. And these are the other parts of the point-and-shot camera, which is the optical viewfinder, mode dial control button, indicator leads, power, zoom, shutter release, file save lead, LCD panel, display control, cursor pad, print or email photos, picture review, memory card slot, set or execute button, and last is the USB port.
Evil cameras. It is standard electronic viewfinder with interchangeable lenses. It is also called as the mirrorless cameras. This is a new hybrid of camera. It describes the type of camera that exists between point and shoot and DSLR. A mirrorless camera is a digital interchangeable lens camera. Unlike a DSLR, a mirrorless camera lacks a swinging mirror and optical viewfinder. Mirrorless cameras have the advantage of usually being lighter, more compact, faster, and better for video. But that comes at the cost of access to power lenses and accessories. Mirrorless cameras offer real-time previews and exposures and contrast. With mirrorless cameras, you can preview exposures and contrast sitting right on the screen before you take your photos. This is the parts of evil cameras. Front shooter trigger, shooter, camera body, image sensor, viewfinder, button interface, and primary LCD display.
Good day everyone! My topic for today was all about DSLR camera used in photography. But first, what is DSLR camera stands for? DSLR camera stands for Digital Single Lens Reflex Camera. Digital means the camera operates with fixed digital sensor. Single lens means the camera uses the same lens for framing, focusing, and taking the photograph. Then reflex, it allows you to see an exact optical view of the scene. So, what does DSLR camera really means? So, DSLR camera are the standard, most popular camera choice by anyone, especially experts. They are versatile and offer professional photographs with high quality images. So since we're talking about DSLR camera, and some of you doesn't know what it really looks like, so I am going to insert a picture here of the example of an DSLR camera. So here it is. So this is the picture of an DSLR camera, and this is how it looks like. Using DSLR camera always takes amazing photos. They offer so much control and customization on the photos that you would like to take. It has also a interchangeable lenses, which allows you to always have the best lens for a specific exposure. So in order for you to become more familiar in using the DSLR camera, so I am going to share with you the different parts of the DSLR camera. Lens. It is one of the most vital part of a camera. Interchangeable lens. These are lenses that can be removed from the camera body. This enables a photographer to choose the lens that is most suitable for their task. And also, the smallest particle or scratch on the lens can ruin a photo. Take note that never ever put your finger on the lens. Only use a lens cloth to clean the lens. Even a tissue will damage the lens of the DSLR camera. Lens cap. This protects the lens from dirt, dust, and scratch. The next is the body. It is the main portion of the camera. This is where the electronics are located, such as the controls and settings, as well as the image processors and other necessary features of the camera. Card slot. This is where the external memory card is loaded. Flash. This is used to illuminate or to brighten the subject in poor or dark light. This is very important to use when inside. On and off button. Always remember that turn off the camera when you are not using it. This will enable the battery to last longer. shutter button. When the shutter button is pushed down completely, it will take the photo. If when the shutter button is pushed halfway down, it will autofocus your image. Next is LCD monitor. LCD monitor has three functions in the DSLR camera, and they are review photos, display menu settings, and live view finder. And the last part of the DSLR camera is the battery compartment. It is located on the bottom of the camera body, and this is a place where the battery of the camera is inserted or located. So now I am going to show you some pictures of photography using the DSLR camera. So that's the end of the reporting of the Group 4 about visual media focused on photography. So thank you for listening. God bless us all and keep safe, everyone.